like one of the data centers that we worked with a larger model builder on, they built in like 120 days. And there was a building, but they had to fit it out with all the normal things you put in a data center. And it was a gigantic data center. I don't know, hundreds of megawatts, right? Hundreds of thousands of GPUs. Yeah. And they want to make it, I don't know, 5 times as big or whatever crazy thing, right?
Of course.
But when people are running fast in that world, the effects of something going wrong are magnified immensely. And so power has been like one of the biggest challenges. And where we've been very successful is that unlike other platforms that offer the data services we provide, we don't worry so much about what happens when the entire data center goes dark. We don't worry that we've lost any data in the process because of how we've created an architecture to deal with that. And so I think—
why is that? I'm not sure I fully understand.
So basically, like, okay, let's say you're, let's just talk about basic stuff. Let's say you're a client and you copy a file to a file server. Yeah. That goes over the network. The file server receives it. It parks it somewhere. For performance, it usually doesn't park it straight on the media that it's going to go to because that takes too long. So maybe it puts it into a buffer. Maybe it puts it into a card that has some battery back in case there's like some kind of a power outage. A lot of times, most file systems, let's say, would use a journal of some kind. Journals, unfortunately, have to be replayed, which means when you turn everything back on, you don't get to do anything while the replay happens. If there's any inconsistency found in any part of the metadata structures when you're mounting the systems, then you have to not only replay the journals, you have to do a file system check. And the only safe way to do that file system check is when nobody's writing to it. So now you're just waiting.
Everything's offline.
And that could be hours on big systems. Hours times all the GPUs, millions and millions of GPU minutes. God. Someone's getting fired. That's all that means, right?